So I've got 2 easy moves that you need to be doing in order to gain speed in your swing very, very easily. Right, so we talk a lot about sort of swing speeds and consistencies and things like that on this channel. So this is 2 simple drills that I get people to do on a regular basis that's going to increase their swing speed, but most importantly doing that with what would look like an effortless golf swing. So it's not all about standing there brute force and power trying to smash the golf ball to get out there. We want to swing it faster, but we want to do it as efficiently as possible. And that doesn't always mean standing there just absolutely lashing at it and not getting the results that you want. So, when you look at players on tour, often you're going to see them and think like they've got really easy, simple looking golf swings. How are they doing that and delivering such power to the ball that they're able to hit the ball so far, and yet you can be at home trying, or on the golf course, driving range, whatever, trying, and just not getting those sort of results. So a couple of simple tips that are going to guarantee to help. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the sort of the club head speed. So obviously we know that hand path and club path are probably the 2 important things. So as we're swinging, the way that the club moves through the air as we get it to go, it's about how quick we can get that club to move through the air. Now, how do we do that? So it's, we've got to turn around and swing and get the feeling of the club head accelerating a lot in front of the hands. Okay, so we don't want to swing through and feel like you're holding onto the club and getting into this position, because that's going to slow you down a lot. So as you swing through, you need to get the sensation of that as you swing through, that your hands are going to move at a certain speed, but the club head is going to move a lot faster. Now, I know that sounds blindingly obvious, but loads of people get this wrong. So you can see there, my hands will swing, but the club head I'm allowing to accelerate around the hands to generate club head speed. Now, one drill that I get people to do, because this is often where they're going to struggle with, is to start with grip. Okay, so what I'll do is get people to take their normal grip, but then just take the thumb and the index finger just off the club completely. So as you're holding it, whether you're interlocking or overlapping, it doesn't matter, but just holding it with these 3 fingers and nothing with these 2. Set yourself up and start swinging. Now, the whole point of this is that it gives the sensation of not really being in control of the club. Now, if you're using these extra 2 fingers, as you come through, that can force the club a little bit more, and it can influence what the club head is doing at impact. If we take them off, it makes it a lot harder to control, and then you get the feeling of the weight of the club head doing a bit of work. And then as you do that, you want to swing it nice and easy. So to stand there, take those 2 fingers off, take a few practice swings, and like there, I can kind of not really feel like I've got control of the club, but that the club is swinging through, and I'm creating those sort of elements, those little bit of lag, little bit of whip, the things that are going to help speed. To stand there and go, okay, so those 2 fingers completely off the club and take a swing. And you can see there, that's going to happen. That as I come through, because I haven't quite got the club head under control, I'm liable to leak it out to the right a little bit, but that's fine, that doesn't matter. It's a nice easy swing, it's a decent strike, and you can see there, getting it out there total distance at 142 with 0 effort is really quite good. Now, the next step would be to turn around and get the left arm working. So we know that as you swing through, to help get rid of that shot to the right, we need to get the left arm, left wrist to supinate as you come through. So we need it to rotate in that direction. So the same thing, but we turn around, we take these 2 fingers off, but this swing to stand there, I think, okay, so that left arm's going to supinate a little bit, that's going to roll, release, whatever the term that you want to use, but that's going to help square the club face up. That's then going to introduce an additional club that's going to help increase the club head speed, but without really putting a lot of effort in. So to stand there and go, okay, so this swing I want to do exactly the same thing. I'm taking those 2 fingers off, but as I swing through, I'm just trying to get the feeling of that left hand supinated, rolling over, releasing, just to help square the club face up. So I leave those 2 fingers off, and just focus on the left wrist supinating. And you can see that, even though not a great strike or great shot, but I've managed to get that left wrist to roll a little bit and then start getting the ball out there. The next thing will be to then do all of that and put those elements together so that we put into a normal grip, stand there and swing, get that nice and loose and feel like supinating that left wrist, allowing that club head to release, getting the club head to work as fast as possible, but without trying to force it to really feel like you're physically trying to hit it harder, but you're allowing it to be a nice easy swing and then really gain the distance. And there you go, that's it. Nice easy swing, but I'm getting the 7-9 there to carry out there to 168. I think that's pretty good for a 7-9, that'll do me. But if you're serious about improving your swing speed and you really want to work on the driver as well, make sure you check that video out.